Welcome back to the Arabic Chess YouTube channel. In this class, we are going to learn how to draft this cape that we have over the shoulder of this dress. So I'm going to be dropping it on the mannequin, and I'm going to show you how I transferred it to my fabric to have something this beautiful. If this is something you would like to learn, kindly stay tuned to the end of this tutorial. Thank you. I'm going to be dropping this on the dress, but you can also cut it with your free hand. So this is the paper that I'm using. So the neckline is going to stop here, then from here it's going to extend to the sleeve for the back. So I'm just going to place the paper here now, and then place it where the neckline stops with my pen. So now the next thing now is to trace out the neckline. Remember, the neckline is like a sweetheart neckline that we have under here. So once I secure this one, I'm going to look for the midpoint of that neckline, and then I'm going to take my pen or whatever it is that you have, and then you're going to trace out the neckline. I can feel it with my hand, so I'm just tracing that part out. Okay, so this is the neckline that I have, so you can go ahead now and cut this part out. So I'll just grab my scissors and cut that. So the two sides are the same, so I'm simply going to just do this for one side, and then I'm going to use the one side to do the other side as well, so you can see. So now you can reduce this paper just like this, and then we're going to repin it. So to repin it, you're going to just place it exactly how it's supposed to be, and then you pin it. You'll be able to pin it better all around like this. So once you do that, you're going to create the neckline for this as well, the width. So you can come to the center like this if that is what you want. You can make it come to the side like this. So I'm going to be working with side for mine, and then I'm going to measure the width that I want for the cape. So around 3.5 inches or 4 inches is fine for me, which is here. So this is the design that I am going for. So from here for the neckline, I'm going to maintain the 3.5 to 4 inches. Okay, up to when I get to where the sleeve is going to be. The sleeve is going to start from where the strap is. So to here now, I'm going to be working with 3.5 inches, and then I'm going to connect it like this. So now we're going to come to our sleeve. So for the sleeve, I'm going to be working with between 30 to 15 inches is fine, or you can just measure that place, that arm rand from front to back on your client. But for me, I'm going to be working with 15 inches. So from where this stop now, I'm going to mark 15 inches. Okay, and that is going to be where my sleeve is, and then that is what I'm going to take to the back. So where I have my strap at the back, this is where this is going to stop. So that 15 inches, I'm going to pin it to this place. So once you are done with that, the next thing you need to do now is to mark the length that you want for your sleeve area. So for this, I think around 5 inches is fine for me. So I'm just going to find a way to blend that 5 inches into what I have coming from here. Okay, so you can see how I'm blending it. So I'm going to maintain the 5 inches all the way to the back. By the time we cut it, the paper will relax better, and then it's going to be easier to work with. So I'm just marking 5 inches, and then I'm going to connect. So I'm going to introduce more volume to the lower part using slash and spread method when I get to the table, because I want it to open up easily. So depending on how you want your back to be as well, you can make it straight just like I am doing. You can make it slanted, you can even make it get to the center back, but I'm stopping mine here. So I'm going to take my scissors now, and then I'm going to cut this out. So this is the final shape I'm going for. So make sure that you pin it well so that your paper is not going to rip apart. So once you cut this now, I'm going to go ahead and cut the width as well, and then you cut it following the shape that you want. Okay, You're going to cut it following the shape that you want. So this is the shape that I want, and I'm going with this V shape. So I'm going to cut like this. So that is what my cape looks like now. So here, because of the hand that is going to come in here, I want to do slash and spread method here, so that this side is going to open up. It's for a plus size, and I want the hem to be free. So where I'm going to be placing my plus size is going to be the middle of the shoulder area, so you can easily remove it. This is where my neckline stops for the front, and of course here is where it stops for the back. So you can remove the pin at the back so that you can get the midpoint. So you get the midpoint by folding it like this, and then you're going to make a crease line here. So once you make your crease line and you get your table, we're going to use slash and spread to introduce more volume to this. But before you leave your mannequin, you need to see what this looks like, and then you're going to be sure you like it. So when I introduce the slash and spread, I'm going to bring it back again to see how it looks like, if I like it or not. So this is the cape that we cut out, and this is the crease line where I said I want to introduce my slash and spread. Okay, so this is what we have. So here you can just blend in the neckline area more, because this is the paper. It's not really easy to work with, so you can see how I am matching that to where my sleeve starts. So once I blend it in, this is where the sleeve starts. So now on this crease line, I'm going to cut it, but not completely. I'm going to cut it here and then introduce more volume. So I'm just going to place a paper underneath it, and then you spread it as much as you want. So after spreading it, I'm going to take it back to the mannequin to pin it down to see what it looks like. So once you introduce your paper, this is the paper, I'm going to blend in the neckline. Remember, the spread stops here. We did not cut completely through it. So here I'm just going to cut off the excess that I have on the upper part, and then on the lower part where I spread, you can see the spread. So my spread is about, this is around 4 inches spread. So you can spread more than this if that's what you want. So you can take your cuff or your free hand to just blend this in. So once you blend it in like that, you're going to take your scissors, and then you're going to cut it out. So I'll take this back to my mannequin to see what it looks like before I cut it on my fabric. So I need two of this for the two sides of my sleeve. So this is my new structure now. This is what it looks like. So this is the center area. You can see it's going to just take the form of the neckline that you shape. So I want to pin it down now to see what it looks like, and if I'm okay with it, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out on my fabric. This is where my neckline stops, and then I'm going to pin this to the center back as well, to the neck where the strap is at the back. So you can see this is where the hand is going to be, and then I have enough freedom because of the slash and spread that I did. You can see the spread that I have here is not so tight, so I think I like what I have here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this on my fabric. So I've gone ahead to cut it on my fabric. You can see I added some allowance all around it. So I'm using a velvet fabric. So I also have stay to stabilize the fabric, and I cut two lining as well. So I'm going to fix the stay to it and then bring it back to show us what we have. I've gone ahead to cut it out on my fabric, and this is what you have. So I added allowance to turn it as well. So I have two of my main fabric, which is the velvet fabric, and then I have two lining as well. So for the velvet fabric, I cut out stay to stabilize the fabric. So I'm going to fuse the stay to the main fabric now, and then turn it with my lining. So I've gone ahead to place the lining on the main fabric. You can see the stay on the main fabric, and then I sew it all around. So at the back here, I leave a opening at the back to turn it out. So we have two of this, one for each side. So this is the other one as well. I also left a space to turn it at the center back. So I'm going to go ahead now and turn everything out and then I'm going to iron it. So this center back, you can either sew it close, or you use your hemming gum to seal it off if you don't want to sew it. So once we are done with this, we just attach it to the dress. So once you do that, this is what you're going to have. You can see I've turned it, and then here I just use my hemming gum to hold it. You can also sew on it if you don't mind seeing the seam line. So this is the first side, and this is the second side. Okay, so this part is where you're going to be sewing to your neckline. So all you just need to do now is to bring in your dress, and then we're going to attach this to the dress. So to attach it is simple. We have already marked this. I'm just going to be placing it from the center like this all the way to the neckline. So you can hold it with your pin, and then you go ahead to use your needle and thread to tack it, or you can also top stitch on it if that is what you want. So just make sure that you pin it down like this, and then this other one, you're going to take it to the back and then place it where the strap is at the back as well. This is where it's going to end. If you want yours to go all the way to the center back, you just use your pattern. When you're still mapping it out on your mannequin, you let it get up to wherever it is you want it to get to. This is where I want mine to stop. So you can see it's just going to drop down like this. And if you also want to introduce more volume, remember we only did slash and spread on the side. Okay, if you want it to be here as well, you just open it up and spread it. So I'm going to pin the second one as well. I'm going to pin it. You can see the effect it is giving at the center front. So that part is pinned as well. So this is what it looks like now. So you go ahead and tack it, or you run your machine on it, and then you're going to fix your zipper to your dress, and the dress is ready. So I'll do all of this now. I'll take it to the mannequin to show us what it looks like. So this is what the cape looked like. You can see how beautiful it is looking. At the slash and spread we did on the lower part, we just expand it more so that you can open your arm as much as you want. So the tutorial on how I made the full dress is also uploaded on the channel. If you want to learn how to, you can go there and watch it. I hope you enjoyed making this beautiful tutorial with me. If you enjoyed it, let us know in the comment section. Like, comment and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.